When the phone goes to white, that's when
Hi everyone, my name is Brianna and welcome to my Twilight Saga Animal Crossing series. I am so excited about this. This has been a long time coming, a long time planning. And speaking of planning, please make sure to check out my last video. It's about all the planning that went into creating an island for a YouTube series and just all the behind the scenes. But I want to go ahead and jump right into this build, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to lay down my pathing. I'm using the pathing from Colin Crossing. I feel like we all know about Colin. His paths are amazing, and since this is a city core island, I definitely knew that I wanted to use his path. Okay, so for this area, I do have to come clean and say something. I copied it. I copied it from Kyuubi Crossing. When I saw her video for one of her entrances to her island, I was so inspired to finally start this series. So I'm going to give all credit to her. I'm going to show the picture as reference to what I'm doing here, but I just loved what she did so much. I know that in the Animal Crossing community, we put a lot of emphasis on being original, but sometimes you just don't have the best ideas. But what I'm not saying do is copy everything bar for bar. At least make it your own, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I loved hers so much. I keep saying it, I know, but it was so great that I had to do it. You have to understand. So I'm definitely gonna do it in my own style, but all credit goes to Shannen. Right now I am laying down the diagonal that you saw to the reference, and I'm kind of angling it the way I think it should be, but as you see in a couple minutes, I got it completely wrong. It's too thin. With the diagonal, you need 3 across, and you see how small that is. So I'm fixing it now. And if you ever do a diagonal, it's kind of touch and go. You have to play around with it and just get a feel of how to do it. But you see right here, I try to use a trick. So if you go to your custom design app, you can lay down one single square if you ever mess up. But as you saw, I kind of messed up the whole thing and just was a lot more work than it needed to be. In another section right here, you'll see again, I messed up and did it right the first time. So if you ever mess up one of your custom design paths and you don't feel like whipping out, the whole shebang, then just go to the app in your phone. Now that I've finished laying down all the paths and filling in the dirt and possibly mapping out where I think I want the house to go, I'm going to start decorating and making this place feel like a city. And since I just put down the Welcome to Forks sign, I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and change my flag to the Twilight book cover. So that's what I'm doing now. And look how cute that is. It's official. This is finally the Twilight Saga Island. I'm going to start adding flowers and trees, just making sure that I'm filling in all the available space so it looks like you're entering into a cute little forest. And I also think that apples are going to be my island fruit. So I'm going to have a lot of apple trees around because the book cover, I just think it makes sense. The main thing with areas like this that I just want to make sure there's no empty spaces, so I'm going to be layering hardwood trees, cider trees, the apple trees, cypress plants, and the evergreen ash, that's what it's called, right? I'm going to layer those just to fill in all of the available space that I can. Do leaf piles give anyone else trouble? Every time I place them down, it's always in the wrong spot, and I have to pick it up 15 times just to get it in the one spot that I want it. I feel like it's like with terraforming, how you could be doing one thing and then the game does another because it has a mind of its own. As you can see, I'm just going to start layering some trees and some more flowers and mapping out where I think I'm going to place a house to build Carver Cafe, which is the main cafe in Twilight. But as you can see, I'm about to struggle real hard trying to place this house. Every time I place a house, I have to at least like think about it for 5 minutes because moving them is painful. Finally got where I thought I wanted it to be, but it turns out, you'll see in like the next video, I ended up changing it and moving it closer. But for the main part, you get an idea of what I want to do with the house. I'm just gonna put up a reference photo for Carver Cafe. I want to do a little field of vegetables in front, like a little farm, you know, because they kind of have one in the reference photo. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Question. So do the Animal Crossing developers purposely make the villagers stalk you while you're doing something and basically force you to talk to them? I know I've complained a lot about placing stuff in this game, but vegetables, oh my god, vegetables. It's so hard to place them because they take up such a large amount of space, and I can't do the lazy thing and just like, you know, click out of my pocket. I have to dig up a hole and fill it to get it exactly where I want it. I love that we have vegetables. Obviously, that was a great update in the 2.0. Oh, and I do want to mention now that I see cute little Maple over here sweeping resident services, that a lot of the villages that you see right now currently roaming around, they're going to be leaving the island. I do have a plan. Like I said, watch my planning video, little plug here, to see all my villagers and which villagers I officially kept for my island. But you're gonna see a lot of the ones that I had to let go, and Maple is one of them. She was adorable, that's why I first initially got her. And same with Diana, you're gonna see her roaming around until I can finally get rid of her, even though she's a dreamy, but she has to go too. So you will see a couple of villagers I don't currently have anymore. Right now, I'm just adding some finishing touches. You can't have a cafe without some food and a little patio area out front. So that's what I'm doing now. Oh my god. Okay, am I the only one that buys anything that the villagers try to offer you? I feel so bad for them. Do they have money and can they buy stuff at Nooks? I always wonder that. So whenever they come around and harass me to buy something from them, even though I don't need a drying rack meringue, I will buy it off of them. Let me know if y'all do the same. Oh my god, placing issues complaint 3 or 4 or 5 at this point. Cruiser bikes. Why can you only move them from the front or the back? Why can't I switch it from the side? Do you see how long it took me to place this? It was just a hot mess. I wonder, why do they make things so difficult to place? I know I'm complaining a lot, but my goodness, I struggled a lot. But I'm doing the last finishing touches here, putting down the roads as I see fit. I want to do one space in between them. I didn't really like them so close together, so that's why you see me kind of skipping a place. But with this last leaf file, I am finished. Please cue the montage.
In the state of Washington, under a near constant cover of clouds and rain, there's a small town named Forks. Population, 3,120 people. This is where I'm moving.
And that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support of just doing this series. It means the world to me. Stay tuned. I have a lot planned. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone. And also Twilight Saga lovers, in the comments, tell me what you love about Twilight as well. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!